As regards my introduction, I am Kishor Gupta. I am called a motivation guru. As a matter of fact, I feel every life on the planet Earth, irrespective of caste, creed, faith, and religion, is waiting to be ignited. I love to say each one of us is a Buddhu who is devoid of knowledge, but his or her destiny is to become Buddha, enlightened one. As regards my experience, I have been going to a lot of colleges, universities, and industry because I feel what is good must be shared with posterity. You should not go to the grave with the music inside you. I am the author of 2 books, COVID-19 Pause and Take Your Giant Step Now.
Really, when you show that book, actually I was shooting there, while you were preparing, and then I saw that you were just taking some books out of your bag, and I saw what he's doing right now in the middle of the meeting and the middle of the interview. And then I saw it mentioned as great, and then I didn't saw the full complete book on that time, and then slow by slow I saw that great and steps. And then suddenly you came into the stage and you were started showing of your book, and then I got to know that this guy has a lot of things, and then even he's doing a good marketing with his book also right now. And I thought, who can take these kind of steps in a stage that he's taking every single point as a good thing, positivity for him. And then actually you developed a good vibe there. Before it was like it was in a dim range, and then when you entered into the stage, completely everyone started to enjoy, and then they were laughing, and then the stories which were said there, it was like we felt into it. It was too good, sir.
Thank you for your compliments.
Personally, I was thinking that how to take the book. Hello everyone, and currently we are taking a podcast with sir, and then the title is going to be as a global talent management, and how it's affecting the things right now and affecting the market right now, and how the upcoming students as well as the employees who is going to apply for the jobs, and then how they can react to the peoples, and then how it's really affecting with the AI stuff also. So, hi sir, I am Mani from Matronic Screening Services, and then just now I have completed my PGDM course, and I just started my podcast sessions that I thought that really well that if I go with some industry experts, so I can gain a lot of knowledge. Even my friends can gain a lot of knowledge by looking at my videos. So luckily, Sunstone has arranged this meeting. How can I get your book, sir?
You can have this book from Amazon. You can have this book from me as well.
That's great. If I got it, then I will take with your autograph also.
Yes, I would love to give you the book.
And as we don't have enough time, so we will quickly jump into the questions.
Sure.
So, in big picture, to begin with, how would you define global talent management, and why has it become such a critical topic nowadays?
Very good question. Your question is about global talent management. How has it become so crucial? Remember, today we live in a global village. That is to say, nobody is an island for himself or herself. Thanks to the democratization of knowledge, today knowledge is free, and given the kind of innovation that has happened with the help of technology, we all have become global citizens. And once we are global citizens, it is but natural we talk about global talent management. In other words, today, talent cannot be hidden in any part of the world. The whole world is the open market, and hence the need for global talent management.
That's great. And challenges. What are the biggest challenges organizations face when managing talent across different countries and cultures?
It's a good question. Managing talent requires being sensitive. People who are talented, they are talented not only because of the cognitive side of the brain. They are talented because they are highly emotional people. So, the greatest challenge is to be able to manage emotions. And when we talk about emotions, there are 5 basic emotions. I will describe it with the help of a word flash. FLASH. Fear, love, anger, happiness, and sadness. So, global talent management implies managing all the human emotions.
It shows everything, like, entire emotions.
That's right.
And the
That's right.
third question is recruitment best practices. How can companies attract and recruit the right talent globally? And do you see any best practices that really stand out?
As a matter of fact, the concept of best practices has lost its meaning today. Today, we do not talk about best practices because today we live in an age of next practices. So, companies must revisit their ideology and principles and look for next practices because the best practices could have been the best till yesterday. Today, they may not be the best. So, I feel companies must revisit the ideals and principles and go for the next practices while hiring the talent from across the world.
And technology in GTM. How is technology like AI, HR analyticals, and remote work tools changing the way companies managing global terms?
Very true. In fact, we are creating too much hype about technology.
Yeah, of course.
Technology is nothing but another tool or name for change. Change has been real and there has been change in every age and stage. But in the last 30 years, the amount of change that society has witnessed, that did not happen in the previous 5,000 years. And therefore, change must be adapted to. We must equip the youth, the new generation to anticipate change, accept change, and they should be ready to change time and again. And above all, they must best use of AI and ChatGPT and the innovative practices which are there because of the technological boom that we have today.
Change is the only thing which is doesn't change. Yeah.
Yes, that is true. Change is the only thing that doesn't change. This is more true when we talk about human values. We have not been able to change the value of love. We have not been able to change the importance of compassion. And therefore, there are things which will never change. When we are talking about change, we should also know there are things which do not change. And it is good they don't change.
Nice one, sir. And coming to the last, I have just last four questions, and I will finish it off with. I don't want to waste more time of yours. And the storytelling moment. Can I share a real world examples, like maybe from your own experience, and where a company transformed from global talent strategy and saw a real rush?
See, this is a very important question. Transformation in the life of a company happens when it is able to hire the right people. It is a misnomer to say that we have to hire the most talented person. No, there is nothing like the most talented. There is always a given role. So we should say that we are hiring the talented person for this role. So transformation in any company can happen and will happen only when we understand that there is nothing like most talented. We should not speak in the superlative degree. We have to have the context. We have to have the clarity of the objectives and goal. And we need to hire the person who can fulfill the objectives and goal. Only then will a company move to the next level in terms of performance, in terms of the productivity and outcome. And above all, a good company is one which is truly value driven, which understands that the real wisdom lies in rediscovering the best practices of the past and redefining it. Today, there is a need for modernization of the tradition, modernization of the way we did and looked at things in the past. We have to redefine and reinvent them and make it suitable in the present context.
That's great answer, sir. And in a future outlook, looking ahead, and what trends do you see shaping the future of global talent management in the next 5 to 10 years?
I see youngsters occupying much greater position. Uh, People often say that in my time this was not there. Today's things are like this. So this will change. This will change. Earlier, people gave more importance to age, but now knowledge will be replaced by skills, and skills are not something which come only with age and knowledge. It is the already redefining the corporate world. So I see tomorrow will be the time for the youngsters. Tomorrow will be the time when young people will be holding the most significant position, and they will certainly become role models even for the oldies, and they will understand that wisdom does not necessarily come with the gray hair or with the age. That's the good thing for the youth. So tomorrow belongs to the youth, and this has great significance in a context like India, where the population of a country still is very young, and the whole world is envious and jealous of our youth in India.
That's great. And the last two questions, that's it. If you had to give one best choice, Ben, like one best advice to the peoples who are working as HR professors and the leaders, what would be?
B2C. B2C. Don't teach and preach. You set an example. We often say that you have to walk the talk. But in today's time, you have to run your talk. So you don't have to walk your talk, you have to run your talk. HR should not be sitting in her room or his room and dictate terms. He or she has to set examples for others. So B2C. You have to be one. If you want to see any change to happen, that change must begin with you.
And the last question is, so how do you looking at the background verifications in the between of global talent management and the Indian talent management?
There is always a conflict in the recent tariff rise. If you see the conflict that the world is facing today, especially the implication in terms of India, is palpable. I think conflict leads to creation. And this is the time for India to rise to the occasion, to prove that India has its originality, India has its 1 billion plus people behind. The talent of India is well recognized across the world. So this is the time for India to recalibrate and to rise to the occasion and prove perhaps what Vivekananda once said: let the world must be conquered by India, but this time we will be able to conquer intellectually. We will become once again the world guru in terms of technology, in terms of software, in terms of wisdom, in terms of mentoring, and in terms of giving directions.
Powerful words. And the background verification things, like nowadays it's happening a lot, right? So we can see a lot of people are cheating in things with the use of the AI and the technologies. So how
We often misuse technology. So the answer I have for this is people have to be self-disciplined. People have to know things for themselves. They have to grow self-reliant, and we can do that only when we are able to overcome the initial hitch or fear of technology. So we should start involving ourselves more and more in handling technology. Only then will we be well acquainted with the new technology. The more we do, the more we will be able to do it. So action, action, action. I often say ACT, time to act. And ACT means action changes things. Action changes things. It's time for action. No more talk. Let us act and reset the agenda for the nation. India must emerge as a developed nation. Enough is enough. We have been a developing nation for a long time. It is high time India became one of the developed nations. Fortunately, we are already one of the 5 economies of the world. It is time we became one of the three best economies and powerful economies of the world.
Such a great things I heard now. And thanks for the podcast session that we have spent a lot of good time with us.
Yes, I will show you. Take it out from there. Let me show you the book for the viewers. This is the book. You can see it's a classic on motivation. Take your giant step now. The emphasis is now, because now is the time when we have to have a stride. We can't walk, we have to run. So this is a collection of motivational stories. Each story has the potential to inspire and motivate everyone, because today everyone is facing lot of mental stress and trauma, and it is human nature to be happy. So maybe this book is a step towards that. Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much, sir.
Thank you very much.
So
Thank
how can I
you.
get this book? How can I get this book for myself if I'm interested in reading such kind of books? So how can I get your book?
It is there available on Amazon, and you can also write to Giant Step. You can directly write, and my office can provide you without taking any extra cost. If you take it directly from Giant Step, you get a special discount of 200 rupees.
Okay.
So it's good for the students in particular, right?
Yeah.
Though it is available on Amazon and everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very
Thank
much.
you so much. So
I have gifted him one book.
super. I love to read books.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you can accept, right?
Thank you so much.